Welcome in. It is good to be here again. I'm always planning to do videos once or twice a week, and so many things come up. I know this happens with a lot of us who are volunteers here in the herd. We have so many things going on. I know all of you do. What a busy time life is. I'm in a generation where we're called the pancake generation. Is that right? Is that what it's called? Pancake? No, that doesn't sound right at all. Sandwich. We're in the sandwich generation. Pancake. How did I come up with that? Sandwich generation. I am in the sandwich generation. Me and my wife. I'm 55. She's 57. Her parents are 86 and 89. My mother is 87. My father would be 91 right now. He died 6 years ago. But we have parents who are still alive. We're doing a lot for them. They're still valuable members in our lives. We live in the same city. Our daughter is 14. So we've got things to juggle in addition to multiple careers, because we are musicians and we have to have other ways of income, ways of making money. So it's wonderful for us to have you in our lives, you, the herd, and what Bank Teller created with this decentralized community bank. I'm glad I can do my part. I'm glad I can be transparent with you. Bank Teller's transparent. All of the herd members who choose to share different things about their lives are totally transparent. We're family. So I'm doing this because I love my family and I love you. I thank you. So what I'm going to do here is tell you about today's report. What I've got for you is some wonderful stuff. We've got wisdom from Crypto Slow, and a recap of the AMA with Darcy Donavan, Security Minute, an overview of herd volunteers, and the story of herd member Layla. All right, let's get into it. Welcome in. Yeah, we're about to begin. You may be asking how. Elephant.money, the future is now.
NFTs to interacting with contracts to hyper compounding on Venus, DeFi summer. I've been there for everything. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about how to buy, sell, hodl crypto, find your groove, and do it without getting wrecked. Okay. And if you do get wrecked, how to respond with that, how to respond like an adult. Okay. So the primary purpose of my channel has always been education, and I do not do paid promos. I see people throwing that out. I just don't do it just because of conflict of interest. The things I talk about in this channel are things I've invested in because I choose about it and I believe in them. That doesn't mean you need to believe in them. It's one way. There's a bazillion projects. There's many ways to go. That's why I always encourage you to follow a lot of different sources of content, so that you can try to stay abreast to what's going on in the crypto space. But back to tonight's topic, and really it's about some case studies. I'm not a type of person that goes and attacks other channels. I've seen some of the YouTubers as of the late attacking Elephant.money. All of a sudden they switch their positions, which shows no conviction. If you know of my OG crypto wisdom, you only get in projects that you have conviction in. And, the reality is crypto fortunes, empires are built over time. I saw one particular, I'm not going to name a name because that's just not my style. It's low class. They said that I'm biased towards Elephant.money. I'm not biased. I've been in for 3 years. 3 years. Okay? This didn't happen overnight. I've continued to DCA into the project. I've been in forever. I make DCAs, and that's the difference between a DGen and an investor, is the investor continues to DCA.
Thank you, Slow, for those words. And next, headline news. Recently, Bank Teller hosted an AMA with Darcy Donavan, an actress and recording artist. You can look up her IMDb resume. I have a link below to her website. Darcy has appeared in roles for hit movies and television shows, including Anchorman, Modern Family, Parks and Recreation. Apart from her career endeavors, Darcy has dedicated her life to inspiring others through her charity work and through her huge social media presence. Also known as the Crypto Queen, she is the CMO of cryptocurrency eCoin Finance. So this is a wonderful, well-known person who is into crypto. She's well established in the entertainment field, and she is establishing her relationship with BT and the rest of us. I loved her personality, and before I even saw her on the AMA, I'm going to speak for myself. I respect anyone who has made a name for themselves or actually created a career in the entertainment or music industry, because it is very difficult. My wife and I lived in Los Angeles for a number of years, and we were doing music, and I took some acting classes on the side. I took some from Tasha Smith, who is one of the favorite of Tyler Perry. She's been on a lot of the Tyler Perry productions. We know a lot of folks who've been in major production, and I bet you've never heard of them. John Bentley and Sherelle Ferguson, Denver Dowdridge. They've been in major stuff. And it is very difficult to crack in and stay in. And so what Darcy's done is she's diversified her career. And I respect her right off the bat because it's really tough. So awesome. Kudos to who there is. I don't remember who he is, but somebody introduced them, and it was a great AMA. It's pinned on the Telegram chat. So if you get a chance, watch that AMA. She's from the South, and so she's got that Southern flair. And so that's a lot of fun. She's just gregarious and positive and wonderful. And so as a part of that AMA, Bank Teller announced that we are partnering with Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Now, if you see that painting there, that is a mural of my dad. He is the namesake of the local Boys and Girls Club. It's called the Boys and Girls Club of Emerald Valley. It's in my city. I grew up a block away from there, and my mom still lives in the house where I grew up. It's across the street from where I was a school counselor for 12 years. So you can imagine the adrenaline rush that came over me when he made that announcement. It is absolutely phenomenal that this is the connection. Just one more thing about Elephant.money that is close to home, and I look forward to what is next. My wife and I sing the national anthem at a golf tournament fundraiser, and then we play in the tournament. Bill Musgrave, who was a great quarterback for the University of Oregon and played in the NFL. He has a fundraiser every single year. We get to do that and be a part of it, so become friends with the local director. And my niece is an art teacher there. Really wonderful news that has come out just this week. Now, on to what I'm calling the Security Minute. We need to do more teaching about security. There is so much scamming out there, and we need to get on the front end of it. So this is my Security Minute for you. You need to make sure you are on the true sites and Telegram pages. There will not be free airdrops or things like that. If anyone calls you, hang up. If any one of the admins sends you a direct message and you're not expecting it, delete it. Phishing scams are out there. Be careful, move slowly, and check your work. Elephant.money. This is the only website, the only DApp for Elephant.money. Beware of any other sites. It is a scam. And now, my headline for what I have next is Cheers to the Herd Volunteers. Elephant.money is known for its genius design, comprised of more than 50 smart contracts. Birth of the Treasury will soon be renounced by BT, the developer, and it will self-manage. So in the meantime, there is a small army of volunteers who help with the very important creed, each one teach one. Let's look at all of the ways that they help in this endeavor and how you can stay plugged in. Starting with the Telegram chat and the admin. Bank Teller is the owner. On there, very active. Gediminas, Thorgod Ed, Nathaniel, and these folks keep the Telegram chat clean. They keep it focused on Elephant.money, and they send the bots and the spams away. They do a great job. So get there on that Telegram chat. And if you get on there and if you happen to see another Telegram chat pop up, you need to double check and make sure you are on the correct one. Okay? This URL right here is the only one. Okay? Now, on Discord, if Discord is your thing, you can get on an Elephant Discord, and Thomas Nye has been leading the administration there. And this is a place where you can be free to voice more of your concerns and complaints. Every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, there's a chat that's run by Josie, Ed, and Native. You can jump on, you can ask to speak, and you can potentially win an NFT. If you have been a speaker, I believe that is part of the criteria that makes you eligible for a random drawing for an NFT. And plus, the spaces last for an hour, so you'll get a lot of information, a lot of updates, and great talk, and BT jumps in there all the time. Wonderful. Now, people put out Treasury Reports. We can look at the numbers of Elephant.money all of the time. We cannot do that with our bank, but we can do that in decentralized finance, which is excellent. The Daedalus Dune dashboards. You can see multiple different details all throughout that pertain to this ecosystem. And so these are things that help you to educate yourself as to what is going on at all times, and you can continue to track and understand the validity and the solid, deep liquidity that anchors this protocol. BlackBerry Guy puts out on the main chat a weekly Treasury report, and that's just in a different format. And then AS YieldFi puts out newsletters on Medium. There are numerous calculators. Stu's futures calculators. Alex D's futures calculator. Jebediah Tusker trackers. Elephant.money Herd puts out a constant product formula tracker. So what you can do then is do future Elephant.money token values. These are all clickable links that I have created within the slideshow, and what I'm going to do is make it shareable. You can make a copy of it and have direct access to all of the links that I have created here, which allows you then to click on these links, go to them, and then what you'll have to do is you go into edit and you'll make your own copy. And then when you do that, you can, let's see, sorry, that was the wrong thing to do. Go into edit, there we go. Make a copy. There we go. And then, if you have a Google account, you save it in a folder in your drive, and then you can get in and edit these numbers and see the different strategies that you would want to play around with futures. Okay? There are numerous YouTube content creators. Look at that list. That is just awesome. And that's not all. There's another page. We need 2 pages for the YouTube content creators, and there are more coming. There are also content creators who don't do completely only YouTube. There are other content creators who don't do only Elephant.money. And they're not necessarily, Moonshot Max for one of them. But what he does, when he does Elephant, it's complete fire. It's excellent stuff. So there you have it there. Also, Medium articles. Patrick Cryptozoa, Loretta Acosta Alvarez does Spanish translations of the Medium articles. Lamser, Fleming Arnott. These are wonderful. If you're more of a read the newspaper type of a person, and I mean this in the great way, or not even, maybe that's not a great analogy. If you're love reading books and magazines and articles of great writers, this is the format for you. Check them out. And now that brings us to a herd member story. This is Layla. She records music and has been putting out music about Bertha and about Elephant.money, and it brings an incredible element of fun. I love the fact that BT is an artist and he loves music and art, and he really encourages us to be creative, which just adds to what we look forward to in being a part of this. And Layla is one of them. My wife is an artist and she's a singer, and what's great is From Rugs to Riches had both of them on their podcast together. It was an excellent time. Look that up. So in the meantime, I'm going to read Layla's story. This is what Layla had to say. I was originally introduced to DeFi through a friend who knew my personal situation and wanted to help me subsidize my income as a carer for my disabled son. In my country, there is some financial help for those who care for someone with a severe disability. But with costs of everything rising, I was being drastically left behind. Limited hours to work and burnout was inevitable. Whilst her intentions were good, it led to an inevitable rug. Lesson 1 learned. So after researching many projects over the following few years, making some money in some and not in others, needless to say, I was beginning to become as skeptical as many do. Is there anything even legit in the DeFi space? Luckily for me, someone DM'd me from another protocol we were involved in and told me about Elephant.money. Initially, it seemed more complex than what I was used to, but I was determined to get past my skepticism and blockages and try one last time. I've always believed DeFi was the only way through for me, as I'd exhausted all avenues in mainstream for help and support. But not only that, I thought someone is eventually going to get this right and create something sustainable and honest, sooner or later. I hit the chat, asked 1,000 questions, watched just as many resource videos as it slowly started to click. This is built different. There's something ethereal about this protocol, and it's built on math. I could really see some genius in this, so I folded positions in everything else in my faith that this protocol was built right. The rest is history. I entered pre-flippening and DCA'd until I hit my goal early. I've already been made whole for every rug I've had in DeFi plus some. The future continues to look up and to the right. God bless BT. Well, that's a fantastic story. as always. They're all great. It's wonderful how we can relate, because I personally have been made whole for every rug I've had in DeFi, plus some as well. So it's exciting and encouraging. And I thank you that this herd really, really feels like a family. This has been an incredibly difficult month for me and my family. And I love the fact that I have this to look forward to. I have all of you to look forward to. And I thank you for my friendships with you. I hope that I'm contributing to your life in the best way that I possibly can, because, you know, through the challenges, we get stronger. We get stronger and better. BT has spoken about that, and I know the rest of us are on board with all of that as well. We know that life is filled with a lot of challenges, and it's also filled in the middle of it, because I'm a very spiritual person where I do believe that the light outshines the dark. And so even in the toughest of times, there's a lot of beauty to be seen in the middle of it. So I'm not going to back away and turn away. I'm going to continue to press in, press forward, be engaged with all of you. Again, I thank you. Until next time I do one of these, I'm going to see you on chat and in the in the podcast and all of the great stuff. So keep getting out there and doing great things for other people. God bless you.